I have a super quick and easy project today that I think would be fantastic for in my Santa Secret Journal. I want to make matchbook notepads for in the journal. Let's see where I go. Hi everyone, my name is Mary Lou and this is Create Junk Journals with Mary Lou. So I had one 12 by 12 right here that I cut into two pieces and then I folded them in half. This was supposed to be part of the signatures. That's what was going to happen. So I was looking at it and then I also have a bunch of scrap paper and I was like, I should do a Scrapbuster project. So that is what I am going to be doing. I want to cut this down to 4 inches. So I'm just cutting it to 4 inches, which is a much better size. And I'll do both of them. I can actually, yeah, no, I'll go 4 inches for both. I am going to keep this out because I think I need to, so right now this is measured at 6 inches and I think I want to give it a little bit of freedom. So I'm going to, let's put this right here, just like so. No, I'm just going to put it right here at the 2 inch and then I'm going to give it a 1/4 inch spine. What I'm looking for at the moment, but I'm giving this a, right there, 1/4 inch spine, right there, and right there. So then I can fold this just like so, and like so. I also know that I'm going to need to cut, I'm going to fold this up by about ¾ of an inch. Like that. That will be my overlap. So that means that I need to cut, I'm going to grab a pencil. I need to cut about that much off. Sorry, there's no measurements at the moment because I'm kind of winging it. But I will give you the measurements right after I finish this part. All right. So what I did, let's recap. I started off with a 12-inch long piece of paper, cut it down to 4 inches. So it's 4 inches wide, and I have now cut this down to be 10 3/4 inches. This is a 3/4 inch overlap. Yeah, 3/4 inch overlap. And then I made a 1/4 inch spine right there. So it's just like that. So when I put this together, this can fold right underneath the top part. So now I have this piece is where my notepad is going. And that is 5 1/8 of an inch. So I need a bunch of papers that are 5 1/8 of an inch and 4 and about 3 3/4. No, let's go 3. Let's go 3 3/4 inches wide. That's one. And these are all from my last die video that I did, where I was using whatever I could find in the kitchen to dye paper. I used turmeric, I used onion, I used strawberries, but I also used my Paper Artsy infusions. Okay, I think the smart thing would be to take a bunch of paper and put it all together. So that it's all the same size. Would make way more sense. There we go. I'm just going to cut it just a little bit more so that it's nice and straight. Now I can put this away. And let's see if I fold this in half, if that will be long enough. No, it will not. So I'm going to have to cut them down like this, because I do want them all to be exactly in here. So this is, how much did I say it was? 5 inches. Right there, 5 inches. And like I said, this is going to be a super fast project. Before I do anything, I need to ink around here though. I'm just using my walnut ink, distress ink, to quickly ink around here. This paper does not take the ink very well, but that's okay. Okay, that was the quick ink. These don't need any ink. And I'm going to take these and I'm just sliding them right here under that top flap. Putting them down, making sure that this is all centered. Fold it down. And then I'm going to take my very fancy tool called a stapler. Which would work way better if I had staples in it. Let me do this differently then. I will grab some brads. Okay, I decided against brads. I went with eyelets. Let's do eyelets. I'm taking my ruler and I'm putting this in, kind of centering this I'm taking it roughly like that, and then 3/4 inches from the sides is where I'm going to put my eyelets. So I'm taking my crocodile, trying really hard not to move the paper. That's why I'm holding on to it very weirdly. Right there. And right there. Then I'm taking an eyelet. And let me just find the right one to use. And there we go. That's beautiful. And then we'll put the second one in. Now, hopefully this is going to fit, because I should have really taken that part into account too. Yep, it does. Oh, I think that's actually way cuter than with staples. All right, let me just tighten this again. And she's beautifully attached with cute little gold eyelets. Okay, let me do this again. But I want to make a smaller one. So I have a big one, and I think I want to make a smaller one because I'm wanting to use my scraps, right? I don't want to grab more paper. So if I make a little one like this, and this one is just shy of 2 inches, and this is perfect to be used in here. So if I take these, I can fold them in half, and then I can make a bigger one. So if I cut these like that, I don't need to cut them. Perfect, even better. I don't need to cut these, and I fold them in half. Just like so. Let's see how big this is. 3 1/4 inch. So I need this is going to be the back, so this is going to need to be 3 1/2 inches. 3 1/2, and then it needs the overlap, so that's 3/4. So I need 4 1/4 inches. So I'm measuring this at 3 3/4 for now. I can cut it down if I need to. I'm just going to cut this. Right there. And I'm going to cut it right there, like that. Okay, so what I did was I scored at 3/4 inches, and then I scored I don't know if I did it right. I don't know if I did it right. I think I did it the wrong way around. This is gonna go in here. Okay, I'm just going to cut the paper down just a little bit. And I can stick that right there. Fold that over, and then this will fit right in there. And I need to cut a little piece off of that. This, like this. No, it's still way too long. It's easier to cut little pieces off so that you, like, it's easier to cut the pieces off than it is to stick them back on. So that's why I'm cutting in little pieces, because I'm not overly measuring right now. I am just trying to make this work. There we go. That is exactly it. So now I can give you measurements of what I just did. Let me take that apart and let me tell you. So this piece of cardstock is just a little over, well, it's 7 1/8 of an inch. Then I scored at 3/4 of an inch, 4 inches, 4 1/4 inch, and then I can fold it all together like that. This is paper folded in half, and it is at 3 1/8 of an inch. So then I am sticking this in here. There. And I'm going to cut 2 holes, and I'm just kind of measuring, going a little bit higher to the top. Kind of eyeballing it. Not bad. So I did one very precise and one not so precise. It happens. It's okay. As long as in the end, it still works. Yeah, that's one. And the second one, like I said, not overly precise, but it'll work. My crocodile keeps locking up on me. There we go. So I have another little notepad, and it works. I can close it up, and it's beautiful. Ta-da! 2 cute little notepads for my journal. The other thing I forgot to do just now is ink around this one. So I'm just going to quickly ink while it's already put together. It's all good. And we just have to decorate it. So now I need to figure out something that I can put underneath here. And I remembered that I had this lace when I was doing the other video with the tickets. I'm really thinking very hard. I have this strip. I can put them on a strip like that, and then we can have the lace come out from under that strip like that. If I cut this down, every time I cut into this very vintage lace, it just kind of hurts my heart a little bit. Not a lot, just a little. And then if I put this strip right on there and then put him on top, kind of half on, half off, I think that's wonderful. Okay, I'm going to tear this because I don't want straight line, but I want it straighter than what that was. Just like so. Take the top strip off too. I am going to take my 3-in-1 glue because I just want it to be fast. And I'm just putting a little bit of 3-in-1 glue down. And I'll lay the lace right in there. And then I'll use 3-in-1 glue for the construction paper as well. And I'm not inking it. It is vintage paper. I'm not inking vintage paper. That's just silliness. And that can go right there. So, and let's put a pile of ink right there. Make sure that we're not hitting the feathers. Just making sure that everything is going to be well attached. I don't want them coming off anytime soon. There we go. Oh, it's so cute. Love it. Love it, love it, love it, love it. Okay, what else do I have that I can maybe put on here? Why not a little strip of this? Because it's inside, so why don't we just do that? And I don't need 3-in-1 glue. I can just use my Aleene's tacky glue. Oops. And I am covering all of it. I don't want it to move. Just like so. Does it serve a purpose? No, it's just pretty. I think that's going to be too much. I think I hit the, I think it's just right. I think I want this. I'm cutting a big string and I'm going to run it through here and through here. just making a double knot so that it's not going to go anywhere. There. And we'll put a bow on there. I think that is absolutely lovely. There we go. That's one done, and I think it's really cute. What am I going to do with this one? Do I want this one to be like that paper, or do I want it the same way around? That doesn't work. That's too big. Way too big, actually. What can I put on there? Oh, you know what? Let's do really simple. Oh, even that is too big. But I would be able to put one of the tickets from Sunday's video right on here. And then you can, if I leave it open, I can do that. Right? I think that'll work. Or I can take one of my flower clusters. No, it's too big. Too big, and I don't like how it looks. What else do I have? I have these. And these are so pretty. So they're just my tickets that I made the other day, and I put my rosettes on it. So I could take a ticket and put a rosette on it, or I can just grab a rosette and put it on there. I know I still have a few. I have lots of little bits and pieces. Oh, I like this. I'm going to put this on there. I don't have anything else like that, do I? This one has some gold in it. That's pretty too. This is just fun little clusters that I sat and made one day. And I think they're super lovely. I believe that's a video, but I'm not 100% sure on that. If I can find it, I will link it below. That one has an orange bow. I don't want an orange bow on it. Look at that. So cute with a teeny tiny little bow. I think I like this one because, or these ones, because they have the glittery pieces, and I like that. It is Christmas, so it can take a little bit of glitter. This one, the color, that pink and red matches this, so I think this is going to be the cluster I'm going to put on here. And I think I want to put it on like that. This is like the super easiest project ever because I'm just using what I have laying around. And sometimes I get frustrated because I've made so many things and they're just there and I'm not using them. So now I'm using them. How cute is that? it can even go like that still. I do want to put, I think I want to put some of this with it. Why not? Why not? So I'll do this exact same thing as I did with the bigger one. Just put it through here and then through there. Tie a knot. And a second knot. And that's just so that it will stay put. And then we'll put the bow in there. And we have another really cute little Matchbook Notepad. Okay, let me put everything else aside. Apparently I'm going to use all of this because it needed to come out. So this is the big one that I made. Whoop. And that's the little one that I made. Like I said, this was going to be a super fast, easy video. I hope you enjoyed it. It is very simple for me, very simple, but I really enjoy them. So I hope you make them too. I want to see what you're making. If you're inspired by me, let me know. I would love to see projects that are made that are inspired by what I am doing here. I try to share as much as I possibly can on social media and on my Instagram. Sometimes I need to be better about that. But I also want to see what you guys are making. So let me know where I can find it. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a wonderful Wednesday. Or Tuesday, sorry, it is Tuesday. I hope you have a wonderful Tuesday, and I will see you again on Thursday. Bye.